On a quiet morning along Barnegat Bay, Brian Baldari steers his family's boat through calm waters, the hum of the engine mixing with the rhythm of the waves. It's a ritual that clears his mind and reminds him what leadership really means: foresight, balance, and trust in the people who share the journey. That perspective wasn't learned in a boardroom. It was forged through decades of experience leading high-stakes teams, mentoring professionals around the world, and rebuilding his own life after a life-altering injury. For Baldari, resilience isn't just a personal trait, it's the foundation of how he leads, lives, and lifts others. Baldari's leadership career spans more than 20 years across some of the world's leading pharmaceutical companies. From Boehringer Ingelheim to Novartis, Otsuka, and now Azurity Pharmaceuticals, he's guided complex global launches, built billion-dollar portfolios, and scaled teams from a handful of people to more than 250. Yet when he reflects on those milestones, he talks less about sales figures and more about people. That philosophy shows up in his mentorship work, where he guides more than 20 professionals across 3 continents. For Baldari, it's not a side project, it's central to his definition of success. Behind his calm presence is a story of personal endurance. A series of serious injuries, including burns and nerve damage, tested Baldari's strength in ways that reshaped his life. The recovery process, painful, uncertain, and slow, became a masterclass in perseverance. Rather than conceal that chapter of his life, Baldari shares it openly with others, particularly those in the survivor and adaptive athlete communities. His message is clear: resilience isn't about never breaking, it's about rebuilding stronger. Discipline and recovery are themes that run through everything Baldari does. For 14 years, he's been a devoted CrossFit athlete and a former Level 1 coach, a commitment that's become a cornerstone of his identity. The same consistency that fuels his workouts also defines his leadership. He believes in sustainable performance, not burnout, and speaks often about the need for recovery in corporate culture. At home in Ocean County, New Jersey, Baldari's leadership extends beyond his career. Together with his wife, Priscilla, he helps lead fundraising initiatives for St. Peter's School, where their 2 daughters are students. In the past year, their efforts raised more than $160,000, a reflection of their shared belief that strong communities are built by those willing to serve. Outside of work and service, boating remains his way of reconnecting with family, with nature, and with the lessons that guide him. Out on the water, he sees the parallels between navigation and leadership, reading conditions, trusting your crew, and adjusting course when needed. Today, as Vice President of Franchise Portfolio Management at Azurity Pharmaceuticals, Baldari continues to bring that same focus on purpose, balance, and resilience to his work. He's also expanding his voice as an advocate for recovery, wellness, and adaptive fitness, helping others rebuild strength, confidence, and community after trauma. His leadership, at its core, is about transformation, both personal and collective. Whether mentoring a young professional, steering a global team, or sharing his survivor story, Baldari leads by example, with discipline, empathy, and integrity.